no small feat. And because of your actions, Sanctuary stands.
And then after that, I have a
today.
sci-fi series I want to work on. And I do just plan on spending my twilight years working on science fiction and fantasy. And playing games from time to time. And that'll be it. How do I select these rewards? Collect rewards. Hang on though, that's a one-handed sword. I don't None of those were things I will use. Nope, I'm not using a two-handed axe. Game? I have no idea what game we're playing. Sorry, can't tell you. I'm sure I could probably check the title or the category of the game that I'm streaming or the description text, but I am way too fucking lazy for any of that. Sorry, you're on your own. Oh, there's a shield that dropped too. Alright, back to Butchbud.
Come, wanderer, follow my voice to the seat of the heavens.
The sheet of the heavens. Okay, that's out there somewhere. Oh, I only have two. Okay. I'm not gonna spend any at the moment. I mean, I'm never going to use a shield, but I tell you what, having a sword and shield like that, just for shits and giggles. I've never used this sword and shield before. I don't have any shield abilities. Pretty cool stuff though. Alice is writing something I pick back every now and again. Yeah, I just I think I've discovered after many decades now on planet Earth, I am someone who gets very bored after I've mastered something. So once I've done something and I've accomplished the things that I wanted to do, it loses its
Worry not. My true
luster,
form awaits through this entrance.
which is why I've done so many things. Like I have built different businesses, and once I've reached the level of success that I need to survive with it, I'm like, nah, okay, cool, I made it. What's next? It's like I'm always kind of looking to the next horizon for what the next challenge is. The world building process is, I mean, it's really fun. It is really fun. You're not wrong about that. World building is a lot of fun. But sometimes I've had a lot of fun just sitting down and letting the characters speak as the imagination flows. But I have learned myself over time.
Behold, I am Hadriel of the high heavens.
That leads to danger because I get lost in the moment, and then I'll come back to what I wrote and be like, okay, that the dialogue is really cool, but these elements don't work. Not for what I need, not for the story that I need to tell here. And so I just learned over time that for me personally, I got to make sure that it's a one and done thing if I'm just going to go with the flow.
Are you not aware? Asmodan and his vile brethren have invaded your world. I journeyed in secret after sensing his presence.
Heinrich says, you always give me good ideas. Diablo after work, then Crimson
The
Desert.
high heavens have
What's up,
forbidden
Heinrich?
any interference with Sanctuary. For what is
Gray says, my world has a
justice
lot of
if not
technology I have to
touch
keep
of
making up.
defiance? As for Asmodan,
Usually right and build the world as they
Belial,
go.
Jeriel, and Endara,
Yeah, I mean, like they said, there's no
they
right
must
way or
be
wrong way to do
quelled
it. Yeah.
before they consume the world itself. The high heavens will know if my power is solely gifted, though they won't know if I use divine light to sanctify the mantle that shields you. You may use my blessing and this forge. Use it to imbue the power of heaven into your equipment.
What?
Wanderer, I will stay long enough to ensure you vanquish the lesser evils. Return to me if you are in need of counsel.
Oh, so this must be seasonal stuff. Or, because this is like...
Good business, good business.
Alex says it is seasonal. Yeah, I was going to say, because it feels like this is stuff you do after the campaign. Like, come back and, you know, go grind these things. Sanctification grants an item a random property. Process is irrevocable. It becomes unmodifiable. After slaying a lesser evil in pre-torment, there's a chance a portal to Heavenly Forge will appear. We can sanctify your weapon. Earn heavenly sigils by completing activities in torment. Yeah, this is... yeah. Sure, I mean, I don't know what I'm doing, but yeah, why not? Sanctified! Quest with that color item belong to the seasons. Firewater says that is the seasonal journey. Copy that. Yeah, well, we're going to skip all that stuff. that's stuff I'll do later, after I'm finished with the storyline.
Father bless. What do you need?
All junk.
Anything breaks, the forge is hot.
Anything breaks, the forge is hot. You can fix it. Alright, so I don't need to do any of these. We can go back to focusing on the main quest. Which is actually looks like it starts right here. Crunchy says, I've been a subscriber for a month. Before I invest my time here, I need to know why do you seem to be so aggressive to your viewers? You should just go ahead and head on out right now, if that's the way you feel, Crunchy. We don't cater to snowflakes in my community, so you gotta have a thick skin. And you gotta be able to act like an adult. If you act like an adult, I will treat you like an adult. If you act like a child, I would treat you like a child. So, respect is earned, not given. Thanks, Heinrich, for the support over on YouTube. Welcome back to the channel membership. Anybody who's been here a long time... Exactly, Ali. That was an ass question. It's a stupid question. So, yeah. If you hang out and you're cool and you like to play video games and you're here to play games and have fun and you're here to enjoy the games that I play, then you're welcome to be here. If you're combative, if you're whiny, if you're an incel troll, if you're a snowflake, if you're a crybaby, if you come at me and attack me, if you think that your opinion is fact, if you think that you're going to come into my community and disrupt the flow of what we've built up over the past 5 years, if you come here and attack game companies, if you come here and attack the games that I play, you say things like, this game is stupid, this game is slop, this game is garbage, this game is trash. If you do any of those types of things, I will punch you out the door. But as anyone can attest who's been here over the past 5 years, if you're an adult who acts like an adult, and you're a cool person, and you hang out, and you're chill, and you enjoy the games that I play, and you're here for those reasons to enjoy the games that I play, this is not a debate place, this is not a debate forum, this is not a Reddit place. We are not transphobic, we are not homophobic, we are not racist, we are not bigots, we're not misogynists. We embrace everyone equally here, as long as they're here for the right reasons. Don't discuss politics, don't discuss religion. Today we're playing Diablo 4. If you're here to embrace Diablo 4, awesome. Later on today we're going to be playing Dune Awakening. Awesome. Be here for Dune Awakening. Be here for the community. Be here to enjoy games, TV shows, films, all of those things. If you're here for those reasons, you'll never, ever, ever see an aggressive side of me. But if you're a dipshit, I will treat you accordingly. So it's very simple. Very simple. Don't be a tard and I won't have to treat you like a child. And that, my friends, is what you call a troll in disguise, asking a stupid question like
Keep
that.
the night penitent bodies outside.
Because
the
they're going to
city.
come back with some stupid answer here in a minute about how your viewership would be so much better if you were nicer. Bah, 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 bah. Just wait, it'll come, it'll happen. We've seen this many times before.
He offered himself up in those damn
Why aren't you nice to me, Renfail? I called the game garbage and then you yelled at me. It is a wonderful community, Quirst. If you're here for the right reasons, you're all cool, man.
Leave her be. She suffered enough already. I will tell you what you wish to know. It started last night with the tolling of the bells.
Harrison wants to know, is Diablo 4 any good? How old are you, Harrison? Answer me that before we answer your question. How old are you?
Mother Prova and the burn knight Yorivar, sole survivors of the battle at Hell's Gates.
Today we gather to witness the dawn of a new age. One made possible by the courage and sacrifice of our father Inarius. Urivar and I have returned from the depths of hell, bearing his message along with the scars of our trials, to show that our devotion has not wavered.
In hell, I was cleansed by battle and flame. Doubt and wickedness were burned away. But in the end, I was preserved. May all who serve the light do the same. This man is a mercenary, sworn to the service of the murderer, Lorath. He tried to hide the Horadrim girl, Neyrel, from our judgment. A girl who threatens us all by carrying a fragment of the very same evil I battled in hell.
Do you agree to repent of your sins and walk with us in the light?
I do. Bless you, Reverend Mother. Thank you. In the name of the Holy Father, I swear it.
Release him.
With all due respect, Reverend Mother, Father Inarius' mercy was great, but did he not also preach justice? Where then was the mercy for Yosef when Lorath slaughtered him?
Urivar.
What does it say about the cathedral if we allow such sins to go unpunished? Neither Lorath or the girl have been found. We have gained nothing.
She's like,
So
I may have
tell me,
unleashed a monster. I'm
is
gonna back up.
she owed mercy? Or is it justice? Justice! 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 Justice!
No, please. I told you everything. I repented. No.
You see, his sins were too great, too deep, and his faith was not
She realized she's
strong
created a
enough
monster.
to preserve him. Evil will no longer be tolerated in Sanctuary, and we will show the heavens that we are worthy.
All right.
I'll not have the faithful of Inarius shedding tears for a sinner. I won't say it twice.
So the question was asked,
Where's
is this
your
game any good?
decency?
Thinking of playing
Clear
it. Harrison asked this question. I asked, how old are you, Harrison?
And you?
Harrison said, I'm
Your
26.
brothers abandoned
I love games like
lapdog.
Baldur's Gate 3 and RPG games.
Is that
So
right?
I think you've already answered the question. You're an adult. You've got adult money. You like RPGs. Does it look like fun? If this game looks like fun, go out and play it. It's that simple. You're an adult. You have adult money. You don't need me or anyone else to tell you if you should play a game. You don't need me or anyone else to give you our subjective opinions on is it good or not. If it looks like fun and you can afford it and you have disposable adult income, go forth and enjoy. Have fun. That's what the world is about. Exploring it through your own lens. Electrician Eric says never played the Diablo games. Shame on me. On my list though. They're all good games.
What a dismal, faithless existence. That's the problem with you and Horadrim. Such thinking always leads to hubris, and hubris leads to failure. Lorath's no stranger to it. Buried his own brother. Chased away the little one, that brat, Neyrel.
Especially if you have Game Pass, because this game's available on Game Pass.
Bottom of a bottle. Tread carefully, Wanderer. Judgment hungers for you both. And outside the city walls,
yeah, it did not turn out well for him,
our
Firewater.
Reverend Mother will be able to stay its
He did not. He did not. His repentance did not work.
That sick bastard has probably already sent his zealots after Lorath. The old man better still be alive.
Alright, gotta go find Lorath. Oh, he's not too far out the gates. Yeah, exactly, Allie. It's the accusation more than anything else. Why are you so aggressive? I'm not aggressive. I am forthwith and blunt. I think a lot of people in life have not ever had anybody tell them like it really is, because they've been catered to and coddled their whole life. And so when they come across someone who tells it like it is, they're like, "Oh my God, you're so aggressive. Why?"
Of a known heretic. Deny me again, and you will join the condemned sin.
Chris and I had a great
I will
conversation.
ask only once more. What do you
Man,
know
I think it was
of
3 or 4
Lorath
days ago.
Nar?
So Chris worked
know
with
that he's
me
a
in the
recluse
travel
and a drunk,
space as an
But he's
influencer,
not the one burning people alive.
and
Silver words from a sinner's tongue. You will atone.
I kind of got to pay attention here because I don't remember this story that well. 'Cause I've only been in the DLC. Anyway, Chris worked with me as an influencer and content creator in the travel space, and one of the events where we were invited to, it was when we were in Spain. We were there for 3 months, working with the Spanish government, and we got, they invited us there. They paid for everything. We were flown in, and we were at a press conference with the national television for Costa Brava and Spain, in Catalonia, ahead of the travel conference that we were speaking at. And we were at this press conference, and at the time we only had, I don't even know if we had 6,000 followers across our social media, but I had worked with a bunch of companies up to that point behind the scenes, and so we had a reputation, and so we were invited because of who we knew and our reputation, as a writer, as a photographer, etc. And we got invited, and then we were at this press conference, and we were part of a group on Facebook. There was a group of travel bloggers. So if you could imagine, this has been a long time ago. This is back in 2015, maybe 11, 12 years ago. If you could imagine a group of like streamers, if there's like 300 streamers in this group, and everybody in that group has opinions and everything else, right? So while we are at this event, this thread gets started in this forum, in this Facebook group, about how are these two people, Tim and Chris, how are they at this event? How did they get invited to speak? They don't have any social media. I was literally speaking on, we were doing a presentation on social media marketing. And the question that got raised by someone was, how is this person qualified to speak about social media marketing when they don't even have 6,000 followers on their own personal social media accounts? How are they worthy of being here? And someone started a poll to try to get Chris and I removed from the conference as speakers because they didn't view us as qualified, right? So she has been witness to and subject to the type of vitriol that can happen in the online space from idiots who have access to the internet, who think that they know everything and think that they know better, and who think that because they have big followings on social media that they're important and that they matter. And of course, the owner and director of the travel conference and the Spanish government literally were like, ignore those riffraff idiots because they don't know any better, because they knew. I was personally invited by the owner of that travel conference to speak at that travel conference because he knew the projects that I had worked on, and I had worked with him on other stuff. So it was like, it was this weird thing, and she learned very early on that, and the reason I mentioned this is because we were just talking about this the other day, because the question that just got raised, why are you so aggressive? No. What it is that I will not sugarcoat. I think Gray just said something a second ago. I got to scroll up and find it in chat. I always told my children, I'm not a bakery. I don't sugarcoat anything. And that's how I've always been. I don't sugarcoat anything. And I remember at that conference, somebody from that group was in the crowd, and they tried to ask a question, how are you qualified to be here? And I was like, I literally sat in front of the whole, 200 people at the presentation or whatever it was that was in that group. And I humiliated them in front of the whole group because they pressed me on how I was qualified in the middle of this presentation. And it was like, you know what? How many followers do you have on social media? And they were like 60,000 or something. And I was like, how many brands have you worked with? None. That's why I'm here. And I was like, that's your problem. You've got 60,000 followers. You think you matter, and you've never worked with anybody ever. What have you done? You've spent your life savings over the past 2 years traveling the world, building up a following, and you've never worked with a single brand. Meanwhile, I have this resume of 50 brands that I've worked with and next to no social media following. Your head is up your ass, and you're in the wrong place. You're in the wrong headspace if this is what you think matters. And of course, gasp, head up my ass in front of a whole crowd. I paid money to be here and you're insulting me. No, I'm telling you like it is. I am treating you with the same respect that you're treating me. You came at me in a public space and attacked me, and I am defending myself against you, and I am fighting fire with fire. Cry about it. Here's a tissue. I will dry your eyes for you. That is not aggressive. That is, you get what you deserve. So respect is earned, not given. So it's one of those things where assholes exist. And one of the things, so I mentioned this maybe 6 months ago, that I won't travel to travel conferences anymore, or any sort of conference. I won't go to a conference unless the conference is willing to pay for security from the time I get off the airport until the time I get back on the plane. From the time I get off the plane till the time I get back on the plane. I won't go anywhere without a security escort. I won't, because it's too risky. Because people out there who have opinions on the internet, who are crazy people who have access to pew-pews and other weapons, will literally do crazy things because you say something that they don't like on the internet. Especially if you're someone like me who's not afraid to ban you from chat. And then I get people sending me death threats and people coming after me on my Discord and, oh, you banned me on Twitch. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking blah, 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 blah. Oh, man. No. This is my safe place. This is my house. My rules. So it has nothing to do with me being aggressive. It has everything to do with me defending my space, defending my territory, and telling the punters to get fucked. Like, I'm not going to sit here and take your shit just because you're someone... You're being rude to your followers. No, I'm not. You're not a follower. You're a rando troll on the internet who's pressing me on shit, and you're saying stupid stuff like, this game is garbage, this game is slop, blah, 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 blah. Fuck off. Like, that's not what we're here for. We're here to play games and have fun. Yeah, it is almost a uniquely American thing, Gray. It's like American Idol. These people were told their whole life they're really good, and then they get on stage and they're told they're suck, and it crushes their whole life. But my mommy said I was special and I deserved the first place award, and I'm supposed to be able to do anything I want. No, it's not how the world works, honey. That's a little different, Allie, because it's not a public event. So I'm not worried about it because it's not a public event. So it's not a con. It's not a conference. So I'm not worried about that because no one knows where I'm going or anything like that. So that one's completely under the radar, so I don't have to worry about it. But that was literally something Chris and I were just talking about a few days ago because of the upcoming trip. She was like, "You remember that time when we were at that press conference?" And I was like, "I do remember that time." She was there with me. Because we were in the press conference, and all of a sudden we get all these notifications on Facebook because somebody had started a poll to try to get us removed from the event as speakers, and it was like, people are just idiots. People are idiots. So yes, in the case of this event, because it's not an event, it's just a studio visit. I don't know who's coming. Like, I don't know who else is coming. It's, these types of things are usually, there could be 15, 20 other creators. There could be 50. There could be press. I don't know who's going to be there. So, I would anticipate between 20 and 50 other people there. I don't know who they are. So because it's not a public event, I'm not worried about security because it's literally get off the plane, go to the hotel, from the hotel to the studio, back from the studio to the hotel, back on a plane, and I'm home. So it's not, I don't have to worry about it. An event like a conference is different because I'm on the header, I'm listed as a speaker. My face is out there on social media. People know that I'm going to be at a certain place at a certain time, in a certain location, at a certain, you know what I mean? Like there's a certain hall that I'm going to be presenting in. Those types of events where it's public. Yeah, I won't do those events anymore without security. It's not worth it. And I'm just a white dude. Like, I can't imagine being LGBTQ plus or a woman, and you're an influencer and you're getting invited to events where people can come at you and. Yeah, that's the other one too. Is I see a lot of content creators. They'll get goodie bags from people, and they'll like open it up on stream, and it'll be like handmade peanut brittle, and they'll eat it. And I'm like, you're fucking stupid. Like, there is no way. I don't care who it is. If I have a package coming through the mail and it's like food, I'm not eating that shit. I have no idea what's in it. I have no clue if that's been tainted, poisoned, any of that shit. Like, there is no way I'm accepting something from some rando person I've never met in real life before, and I have no way of tracking for accountability. I am not eating your homemade cheese or drinking your homemade mead or your homemade wine that you've sent me because you're a fan. It ain't fucking happening, man. Not happening. Like, that's just crazy.
I wish you'd arrived a moment sooner.
So this is related to the mercenary, which I haven't gotten access to the mercenaries yet. I'm going to hold on to those boots. It's just a little bit of cheese. What could it hurt?
No. Shins broken. Legs are dead weight.
Where is Lorath?
Don't know. No one knows. Third time I've come here looking for him. First time I got caught. Brought a message for the old man. We found Neyrelle.
Neyrelle? Is she safe?
A friend of mine is keeping an eye on her. The steelsmith, Raher. Biggest man in Giakul. He'll know where she's gone.
Wanderer. So many corpses. Always leading to you. And who is this?
What are you doing here, Prava?
I am here to seek aid. Haradrim. Lorath. He was profane, yes, but reliable. I see he isn't here. Where is Nerel?
As if I'd answer now.
Leave, Prava. Your knights are dead already. No sense in joining them.
My knights? How poorly do you think of me that I would beat a woman half to death? This was Urivar's doing, not mine.
Who is Urivar? What do you know of him?
He was just another man of faith. Another knight marching through hell. Nameless, faceless. I never knew what he truly was. Until now. A repentant man prays for forgiveness, and Urivar burns him alive. There's no faith in such an act, no redemption. Only ego.
You didn't stop him?
No, I didn't. But he's begun a war for the cathedral's heart. To save every life is to lose the war. I am not your enemy, Wanderer. Not when I gave you my blessing. Not when we shed blood together in the streets of Caldeum. And not now. Your mind is poisoned against me, I see that. But in time, you will accept the truth. All those who serve the light must huddle together, lest we die alone in the cold.
It's no use talking to her. Just go. Find her a hair.
I'm always doing well,
I'll be
Freddy, but
fine.
thanks for asking. Alright. We might as well head this way because it looks like I get a waypoint along the way. Why are these idle things still on the map, but I can't do anything with them?
Ugh, the smell is disgusting.
Get them!
I remember you used to be able to click those and get like buffs or something. Alright, that is a long way away, but I can get here. Oh, I have a quest in here. Grey Cat says, can't wait for the expansion. Really curious how the story progresses. Me too.
I know this blade. This is Ash.
Don't care. Just wanted to turn it in. My grandniece is up, so I'm gonna duck out here in a minute and go say good morning to everybody, but I'll wait until we get to the destination. And then we'll take a brief AFK. I'll do my take 5 then. Get ready, everybody. We're about to take a coffee break. And a touch grass break. Oh, I think I took it. Out of the way, Peck! Oh no! I thought it just crashed. I was like, wait! No! Don't crash! What is that? Spotted mushroom.
What is this?
Good morning, Lou. Alright, welcome to the next location. Alright.